So, from the title, you're probably not surprised, but still probably disappointed given the news that Metal Gear Survive is both always online and has microtransactions, because that's what everyone wants and needs these days. You know, the whole fiasco with Battlefront 2 and other games like Call of Duty World War 2 with the whole loot box dilemma, you think developers would notice and say, hey, this is a really bad idea, let's not continue with this. It's not surprising when Activision and EA do it, but yet again, I guess it's not surprising when Konami does it either now, because they just did not seem to give a fuck at all in regards to anything to this game. They didn't give a fuck about getting rid of Kojima, they didn't care about reusing Metal Gear 5 assets. If you look at like any video about this game, it's obvious no one wants it. You know, whether it's a trailer showing off the game or people just playing it, not even saying it's particularly amazing. But, you know, Konami worked really hard to deliver us a mediocre product, and that's what they did. I talked about it a bit in my zombie video. Who needs a Metal Gear zombie game? You're meant to play Metal Gear for Metal Gear. And now they just have these, they're not like traditional zombies, but they're zombies, and for much of the gameplay, you just poke them through a fence. Like, okay, that doesn't sound that fun. And like, you manage food and water. I don't know how I feel about stuff like that. When I played DayZ, I didn't like those features. And in a Metal Gear game, it's like, just why? And so the Polygon article talks about, oh, people might not like it because it's completely different, but it's kind of fun. You survive, you build a base, you gather supplies. And all this makes me think of is, this is, I guess, technically a AAA game because it's just a shitty copy of Metal Gear 5. But this is what you do in early access survival games. You survive, build a base, and craft, and you fight zombies. The whole thing, it's been done a dozen times before. And you know, it's not just they made a bad game no one asked for, but you have to be online to play all the aspects because it's meant to be integrated with single player and multiplayer, so you need online to play it properly. And then they have the whole coin microtransaction thing, which, you know, like Metal Gear 5, it's pretty similar with mother base stuff. You basically can earn the currency in game, but with every game that does that bullshit, you can just get it for free in game. You know, like the ratio is unfair, like with Shadow of War, you know, you can complete it without microtransactions, but it takes an extra 20 boring hours. And like with Battlefront 2, sure, you can unlock everything, but it would take hundreds of hours. So it's really just a way to fucking force a player, or at least coerce them into spending money they don't have to in order to make the game not as boring. You know, just out of principle, I wouldn't recommend this game because of the fucking microtransactions and always online. I don't like that stuff. And then also on top of that, it's just not a well-made game. The single player seems dull. Maybe the multiplayer is good. If you somehow, unfortunately, got this game, you either wasted your money on it or some friend bought you it. I feel sorry for both of you, but you can probably have fun in multiplayer, and that's not really a pro for the game. That's just a pro that you can have fun playing anything with friends.